What golf ball should you be using? Everyone knows that different golf balls suit different handicaps, different abilities in golf. But a lot of people get confused, and there's a lot of marketing out there because a lot of money is being made about golf balls. And a lot of people can end up either massively overspending, which is the most common thing, or even sometimes underspending and not getting balls that are good enough for them. So, Tom, should we wade into this and try and help people through? Let's, as they say on the YouTubes, let's get into it.
If you're an 18 handicapper, don't use a Pro V1. Thanks for coming. That's all you need to know.
Thanks. Cheers, guys. Have a great day. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Okay. So maybe you're quite new to golf and you're looking at all the golf balls and it's just all a bit baffling. The sort of fundamental is swing speed, right? If your swing speed is low, okay, now this is something you can check on a launch monitor. Any good pro at a pro shop will have one of these for you and you can get some time with it. If your swing speed is under around 80, 85 miles an hour, you have what's called a low swing speed. Nothing wrong with that, I may add. Who cares? Who cares how fast you're swinging that club? It's all about a good strike point and hitting it well and consistently. But if you have a low swing speed, then what you need is a golf ball, often with a lower compression. If you have a higher swing speed, higher compression. Now, Tom, compression, right? This is something that's talked about a lot. Can I explain to you compression? Because I think I've cracked how best to illustrate what compression means.
Yeah, I like this. I think what you said there is absolutely bang on. It's about compression and it's about the softness of the ball. But let's start with compression and Tom Price's easy, handy pocket guide to compression.
Oh, I hope this works.
Here we go. Good luck, all.
I hope this helps because if you're anything like me, you may have spent a couple of years playing golf and sort of pretending like you know what compression is. And I think I've now worked out the best way to describe what it is. Okay. Imagine you've got a football.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Right?
Yeah.
And you inflate it as much as you can, so it's rock solid, right? It's like a little pebble.
Don't make
right?
this a meme.
You hold this
Don't
football.
I'm pumping
Tom,
the ball.
Stop doing that action. Yeah, okay. You don't need to. Don't pump your balls in this video, right? So you've got a highly pumped football. It's rock solid. You throw that ball down on the floor, it's going to ping off, right? Because the air in that ball is in high compression. Deflate the ball so there's half as much air. Now throw it on the floor, right? Thud. It's not going to ping off in the same way. I'm not saying ping because we're brought to you by Ping at all. So that is the best way to describe compression. When you hit a ball under high compression, it's going to do more. It's got more potential energy in it. So if you are a less good golfer and you're hitting it in a less good way, there is more error ready and waiting for you. Also, if you have a slower swing speed and you hit a ball with a high compression, it's not going to do good things for you. Whereas if you have a lower swing speed, lower compression, they match up better. Has that helped? I hope so.
I imagine at home you're just sitting there going, just tell me which golf ball to buy. Okay, fine. It will.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
If you are an 18 handicapper, this is my recommendation anyway to you because of my sort of guesstimate at your swing speed and what you're looking for, which is probably distance. If you're an 18 handicapper, feel around the greens at this stage probably isn't the most important thing for you. The golf ball that allowed me to shoot my lowest round last year. I bought boxes and boxes of them. Despite me now playing off 8, I still absolutely love them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Titleist True Feel. There you go, get it.
The True Feel.
Let me tell you why I like the Titleist True Feel, okay? Because it's going to help you a little bit more with distance, a little bit harder, so you're going to get more distance out of it. And I think there is something, if you're really improving your golf and you're spending a lot of time trying to get better, and when you tee up and look down, it's so nice to see a brand new, shiny Titleist golf ball. At least that's how I feel anyway. And when you get into the world of Pro V1s, which we will come to later, that is so expensive. £4, £4.50 a ball. I've been an 18 handicapper. You're losing balls left, right, and centre. It's a very expensive habit.
And that has an impact on your game. Yeah. That actually has an impact, I think. I have, if I've got you don't want to be taking, every time there's a shot with any danger of losing your ball, you don't want to be absolutely losing your mind. You're about to lose another £4 ball or however much it is in dollars, whatever. They're so expensive. It's also worth saying, because of course, we've talked about compression. There is also this element of feel, right? And that's just quite simply how hard or soft the plastic, the urethane on the outside of the ball is. And I really like a soft feel. So when you're having those chips and those putts, it feels more like to give you an extreme example, hitting a squash ball, say. It's just got a nice soft feel to it. So if you like that, and if you're a high handicapper, so 18 or above with a relatively low swing speed, Wilson Duo Soft, Bridgestone E6 Soft. Those are really, really nice. We love the Wilson Duo Soft. We've used those a few times. Nice soft feel, a slightly lower compression. It's a 2-piece ball, and they're not unreasonably expensive. And if you go on your friend of mine, Amazon.com, you can often get those in deals. So soft, low compression, really, really good. Those will do you really, really well. Now,
Callaway Super Soft.
Let's move, Tom.
Callaway Super Soft.
Yeah, huge.
Drop that.
Yeah,
Callaway Super Soft. There you go. So that's for your 18 handicappers, newer to golf, want to get a nice ball but not spend loads of money.
Yeah. And then, so then the 10 to 18 bracket. So now we're just sort of up in the ante. You want slightly higher compression at this stage. What are you thinking, Tom? Where'd you go in the sort of 10 to 18 bracket?
I want to bring up a golf ball here that reminds me of you. A golf ball that you banged on about for absolutely ages. I've never used it, but I know you used to love it. The Srixon Z-Star. Wasn't that the ball that you used to play? I remember you banging on about that.
Yeah, well, so the Srixon Z-Star XV, right? XV is soft as putty, and now that is a Shane ball. That's Shane Lowry's ball. So that is actually for basically much lower handicappers. But for 10 to 18,
diamond, isn't it?
I think it's the diamond. Yeah. Yes, the diamond. Srixon golf balls are incredible. Srixon have had a huge success story with their golf balls over the last 5 to 10 years, and they've become so popular. And when they first launched, they weren't seen as much, and now they're absolutely huge. So yeah, that's a lovely point in if you get a Srixon. And again, reasonably priced. You're doing yourself a favour. You're not spending 50 quid on a box of 12 balls.
Yeah, Vice Pro Soft as well. I've got a lot of time for Vice. They're a really cool brand. There was a minute where it felt like they were taking on Pro V1s. I mean, it didn't really last long. Price absolutely hates Vice, so I'm definitely going to mention them. The one I would recommend is the Vice Pro Soft. If you go online, they're sometimes a little bit cheaper because they're direct to you as the customer. They don't really go into pro shops or anything. I think they're quite a cool golf ball. So yeah, for that middle range, if you want to stand out, the Vice Pro Soft is worth checking out.
So then we get to low handicap, sort of 10 and below, and then something else enters the chat now, and that is spin, right? So that is stopping the ball, getting that lovely, like when you've gone fishing and you just reel it back in. So this is where you might want to start thinking about balls with higher spin. If you have a higher swing speed, sort of 80, 85 miles an hour and above, you want to get a higher compression to try and maximize distance. But also you might want to have a soft ball as well. That's where I'm at. That's where all my different bits meet. And that's why I end up playing in fact, I've got them right here. TaylorMade TP5 picks, which of course famously are Fleetwood's balls. I play with those. And then, as I was saying before, the Srixon Z-Star XV. High compression, soft feel, 3-piece golf ball, plenty of spin. The only thing I would say about soft balls, they're expensive, these ones, by the way. But the only problem with soft balls is they do cut. Yeah. So you're gonna
which
die.
Then gets you into the question because I can't believe I'm saying this as an 8 handicap, but I've finally got into the world where a golf ball will last a few rounds, maybe even 5 rounds, 4 rounds. And when you get into these golf balls, they actually don't really last that long. Like I use Pro V1s now, which I absolutely love. But they're probably, I would say, 3 rounds, and you start to see them cut up a little bit, especially if you're in and out of bunkers. Yeah, you just get these little tears on them, and you go, it's probably game over.
So if you are in a 0 to 10 handicap, this is okay. Good question, right? If I play off 10 or below, right? So you're off 6 now, 7.
I'm off 8.2.
Right, I'm off 5 point something. How much money should I spend a year on golf balls? God. If I'm off 10 to 18, how much should I spend a year on golf balls? If I'm off 18 plus, how much should I spend a year on golf balls?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Scratch that head.
Okay, if you are an 18 plus handicap, jump onto your local eBay store and buy yourself a massive batch of Lake Truefields is what I would suggest. They're a really nice golf ball. I love the Titleist Truefields. You feel a bit better because you played a Titleist. You're going to go through them and then maybe keep on the side a little box of brand new Truefields or brand new Callaway Super Soft or whatever on the side, which you use for...
Yeah, go have a soft option too, because those Truefields are hard. You might not love that, but yes, they're
keep something on the side for the big comps, for the summer rounds when you're not going to lose stuff, but just go through your late balls. We always used to do this. Me and Tom would buy late balls for 80 quid at the start of the year. You get hundreds, and that'd be you done.
Yeah, I think they'd see you through the year. And I think that's great advice for 18 plus. I think 10 to 18, it's a similar sort of budget, really. And I would suggest, lake balls. I don't know if I've just got this theory that when they've been in a lake, I know they haven't all been in lakes, but I've just got this theory that they do cut up quicker.
I don't hate that.
Tend to fall apart quicker, which makes sense because they've been used. But I would say, again, budget-wise, 50 to 80 quid a year. And in fact, it's probably the same across. I would say the only people who should pay more really are if you're in the single-figure handicap zone. It's 50 quid. I wouldn't use lake balls if you're in a single-figure handicap. I would buy brand new golf balls. And it's 50 quid for 12. I think you're going to be looking at, how many golf balls should you get through in a season? Probably 150 quid's worth?
Yeah, I think so. I bought a full box of Pro V1s 2 weeks ago, and currently I've lost none, which I'm absolutely over the moon with. But obviously they do cut up, you do use them. So yeah, I think if you're confident enough, and money is something you have to think about because you're not part of the 1%, I would look to buy Pro V1s, but just keep an eye on them. Do your 150 quid a year, or what I've got here. This is my coolest golf ball. Can I show you this?
Oh, here we go.
What's that? It's just a Callaway Chrome Soft, isn't it? It's just a Callaway Chrome Soft, nothing other than Callaway Chrome Soft. Hello, not my PGA Tour golf ball.
Have you painted that on? He's painted on the PGA Tour logo.
I play the tour, baby.
Tom,
I'm off 8 and play the tour.
You're my favourite golfer. It's amazing. One of the things we haven't talked about, there's a lot more to it as well. This is a pretty basic outline. There's things like trajectory. If you, for example, I used the Mizuno RBX balls for a while. They went much higher. So there is also that option as well. But you're getting into the weeds a bit here. This is kind of single figure stuff. If you just want to know the basic good golf ball for your handicap bracket, you start with swing speed, then you think about what your personal preference is with softness or hardness, and then you're more or less there-ish, I would say.
One final question, Tom. If you could recommend one golf ball to all these people, what would the golf ball be?
What, for any handicap thing? Oh, man. I would say that I don't want to be recommending the TP5 picks because it's 50 quid a box, and I think that's irresponsible to suggest to people they go around. I think Strixon or I think Callaway's Chrome Soft are really nice, actually. The Callaways.
Get your Titleist True Feels for me. That's it. Done.
You're welcome.